If there's one thing we Brits love, it's a great walk. And we all have our favourite. But this is a competition where 5 of the UK's keenest hikers go foot to foot.
Ta-da! Everyone's lying if they think they don't want to win, because everyone wants to win. Why would you not?
To prove that their walk is better than their rivals.
Go on, keep going, don't stop! Don't stop, that's good!
Across the week, they'll take it in turns to host the hike.
Oh, yay!
Marking each other's picnics.
That was absolutely rotten.
Views. Entertainment.
Got the swing.
Uphill.
I'm only little, it's a big hill.
Down dale.
Oh, wait, I get hold of you.
Come rain or shine.
Windy, snowing, gales. I've never been on a walk like it.
At the end of the walking week, the walking winner will walk off with a £500 voucher for walking gear. And the coveted golden walking stick. Let battle commence. It's time to take a hike. This week we're down in Divine Devon, famous for custard and wild moorlands, lush rolling hills and secluded beaches. Devonians claim to be the real inventors of the Cornish pasty. And they have the only town in the UK with an exclamation mark. And it's home to these 5 keen strollmongers, all hoping their corner of the county will help them claim the sticky prize. Let's meet them. 29-year-old single mum and student Rosie from Teignmouth. She might be a farmer, but she's not mucking about.
I'm very competitive. It's a great experience, and I'm here for the experience, but I want to win. Quick, before they get me!
48-year-old local councillor Chaz from Plymouth.
These are proper Chaz Scene coasters, unavailable in any store. Being a bit of a competitive person, I would love to win this.
29-year-old teaching assistant Julian from Barnstaple.
I've always been attracted to kind of more primal wild spaces, spaces where it's, you can just feel a kind of sense of primal freedom.
65-year-old B&B owner Colin from Paynton.
Oh yeah, I'm a very good judge of character. I can suss people out in 2 minutes.
I told you I was quirky.
And kicking off this week's walks is taxi driving Helen from Ilfracombe.
My name's Helen Hawkley, 63 years old, and I live in Ilfracombe, North Devon. If I had 3 words to describe myself, they would be crazy. And there's going to be some smart aleck who's going to tell me I missed a bit, loud, but also very loyal. I always say the good thing about me is what you see is what you get. The bad thing about me is what you see is what you get. There's no filter. My filter broke.
Helen's hoping to beat her fellow walkers to the prize with her 5-kilometre hike along Ilfracombe's coastal path. They'll drop down through the town, by the harbour, before heading out along the coast to Heel Bay.
My walk will start in Ilfracombe itself, which is my town, and I love it. Because they're going to see beaches, they're going to see rocks, they're going to see history.
Whoa, slow down, Helen. They haven't even seen you yet. Their first contact is the route map through the post.
Hello, my chickens. Oh, I like her already.
I actually have been Ilfracombe before, and they do a mean fish and chips.
We're starting at Madonna's Bra.
I dread to think why it's called Madonna's Bra.
My word.
Particularly for Madonna's sake.
Which is the nickname for the theatre.
And those aren't the only surprises.
Try not to make a splash. That sounds... I'm guessing maybe getting into the water.
Yeah, I'm worried about water.
I did say I will mark down points if you try and kill me, and that sounds like she's trying to kill me.
The only thing that'll go against me is if we get a foggy day. But then I still want to win.
If it's near death, then you get -10.
So I just have to charm them with the fog and my personality. Yeah, of course I want to win.
It's the morning of Helen's hike, and luckily it's a fresh and fog-free day in fabulous Ilfracombe.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Ilfracombe, the town that I love. I'm chuffed to have you on my walk. It's a walk that's very, very dear to my heart. It's the first walk that I did with my daughter when I moved here over 20-odd years ago. Before we set off on my walk, got a little surprise, because I do like to do things with a bit of style.
Oh, yay! Oh, yay! Oh, yay!
Town Criers, lovely people, absolutely fantastic.
Welcome to Ilfracombe, the jewel on the North Devon coast,
Oh, wasn't he sweet? He was like someone's granddad. I loved him.
where today I am sure you're going to love Helen's Walk.
That was a bit like pantomime, isn't it?
Don't forget to give Verity a wave or even say hello.
Roy Goodwin has been town crier for almost 30 years. If it's happened in Ilfracombe, he's cried about it.
They liked him. I was so proud of him, so proud.
And may the best person win. God save the Queen.
While Roy goes into town to buy throat sweets, our intrepid walkers set off. From Ilfracombe Beach, up along the coastal path, before dropping down to the harbour, giving Helen plenty of time to point out a couple of landmarks.
That's Madonna's Bra, or the Landmark Theatre, but known as Madonna's Bra. The architects won awards that designed that.
I presume it's the two
Yes?
like
Yes?
theatrical things.
Colin's clearly a man of the world.
I don't know why, you either love it or you hate it. They knocked down a beautiful Victorian pavilion. It was fire damaged there, they just covered it up.
$1 million question, how much did it cost?
I don't know, but it wasn't worth it.
All right.
Oh, did I say that? No.
And there's the broken filter. Helen's been lucky with the fog, but there is one other problem with the coastal walk. It can be a bit blowy.
You can just see very slightly.
Oh, you can see it.
Wales.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the country Wales, not the big Wales. Yeah, over there.
Bit of a wind here in Ilfracombe, but I'm sure we'll get over that.
Right in the wind, where everybody's eyes watering, and it wasn't emotional, it was just windy. That's what it was.
I didn't order the wind. Might have to put a complaint in about that one, but brilliant. Hey, I can't wait. It's clearing up. The sky's going blue.
Helen's not going to let wind take the wind out of her sails.
And a lot of our income comes from tourism, so...
Yeah.
But blowing her fellow walkers away isn't going to be a breeze.
It's got to be scenic. You know, you've got to be able to look around and enjoy what you're seeing.
I can't stand people that are a bit on the slow side and stop too many times.
So, what's that over there, Helen, where the flag is?
Right, the little white tower and where the flag is, that's St Nicholas's Chapel, right?
Oh.
It was built in the 1300s and it's reported to be the oldest lighthouse in the country.
I am much less interested in history than I am in kind of ecology and wildlife and things like that.
I'm going to be honest with them. You know, if it's boring, I'll probably just sort of like get bored.
It has got the chancery in there and they do have services up there. There was a wedding a while back up there. A couple of years ago, it got struck by lightning. I live just outside Ilfracombe and I heard the bang.
Wow.
But yeah, so it's a lovely little chapel.
As Ilfracombe fades into the distance, how are they feeling about Helen's filterless factathon?
Very boisterous, full of it, likes to chat.
Don't watch it,
By the way,
Damien.
Damien, I think that's a monstrosity. I don't think it'd go down well, you know what I mean?
I think she's from up north, as they call it.
I think she makes half of it up. I think if she doesn't know it, she makes it up.
What are these, Helen?
How the hell do I know? Do I look like a fisherman?
Helen might have lived in Ilfracombe for 20 years, but there's no mistaking her Brummie accent. Unless you're also a Brummie called Chaz.
Didn't you realise I was a Brummie? I knew you were a Brummie straight away.
Where are you from?
Edgbaston girl.
No. I could not clock her Birmingham accent. My wife would say, she would turn around and say, wherever you go, you'll always meet someone from Birmingham. So, there you go. Who'd have thought it?
Your wife? Chaz couldn't spot a fellow Brummie accent, but will he make up for it by spotting Helen's next landmark?
Can you see the elephant?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see the elephant. Can you see the elephant?
No.
Rosie, can you see an elephant?
I can.
Show us the elephant.
Oh, its trunk is in the sea, then it's got an ear to the side here.
Chaz, I can see it, and I'm not even there.
I can't picture an elephant there.
I was a bit astounded that Chaz couldn't see the elephant. Rosie, can you see an elephant?
I can, yes.
Julian, can you see an elephant?
Certainly.
Colin, please, can you see an elephant?
I can see the elephant.
Most people is like, what? And then when you point it out, they sort of go, oh, yeah, I get it. But he just could not.
Right, let's sort this out. There it is. Bish, bash, bosh. Elephant. Back to the walk. One of Ilfracombe's most famous residents was Henry Williamson, author of children's classic Tarka the Otter. And wildlife spotter extraordinaire Chaz has found his former home.
She said, can you see the otter?
Yeah, the otter. Tarka the otter.
Tarka the otter.
Well, I'm blowed.
You can't see an elephant, but he can see an otter. What's the matter with the man?
Helen let it go. Ilfracombe had its tourist heyday in the 1950s. But a new local resident is drawing in the crowds again. She's been called beautiful, outrageous, courageous, offensive. She's artist Damien Hirst's 66-foot sculpture known as Verity.
He's loaned it because he's an Ilfracombe boy. Well, he's a Coombe boy. And he's lent it to Ilfracombe to bring in tourism. I can't stand her. I think she's ugly and horrible.
She speaks very highly of you, Helen. At a weight of 25 tons, she's a pregnant female figure, partially dissected, standing on a pile of legal books.
But when I was down here, when she first went up, I went down to the harbour and was having a look to see what was written, because there's words on the side of the books. So, of course, I'm doing what is going on there, and an old lady says, oh, what does it say on the side of the book? So, me being me, I went 50 Shades of Grey. That's nuts.
Helen's joke has gone down remarkably well.
They do light her up.
But what do the others make of Verity?
I quite like ugly art and bad art, and I think as an ugly, really awful piece of artwork, it's pretty cool.
Do you know, I like that. Ugly art. You like ugly art, and that's why she's good. See, that's what I'm saying. She's ugly.
I don't think she's ugly, though. I think she's beautiful. So, but
Beauty's
that's
in the eye
art,
of the
isn't it?
beholder.
Exactly.
And what about Colin?
Brings in tourism to Ilfracombe, and that's what the town needs. Happy days. Proper job.
Proper job.
And it's a tickety-boo.
I've literally no idea what Colin made of it. Helen's approach seems to appeal to some of them at least. Hopefully, it'll win her points. With the marmitey subject of art out of the way, the next part of the journey will lead them away from the shoreline and around Hillsborough, before dropping down to Heel Bay.
When I first moved to Ilfracombe, guys, I moved into a flat up there. And Katie was only little and she used to play down here. And then when she used to look out the window and see people down there, she was like, Mummy, Mummy, why are people on my beach? And so, as far as we're concerned, this is Katie's beach. This is where we're going to venture around, guys, and we're going to start going uphill.
Helen, can you see the elephant?
Nanny the elephant packed a trunk and said goodbye to the circus. Off she went with a trumpety trump, 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 trump.
I could be wrong, but they're getting on famously.
Julian is very alternative.
Chaz, he's got his points of interest, obviously, the things that he wants to take note of, and that's, you know, that's cool.
Helen talks too much, and I think at the end of the week she's probably going to get right on my nerves. She's lovely, but yeah, shut up.
I was wrong.
This is where you'll get warm, guys, because we're going up and up and up.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Will we reach the sun?
They've made it to the top of the hill and Helen's next exciting landmark.
Perfect tree for climbing.
And Julian needs no encouragement.
If there's a tree that I can climb, I will often give it a go at climbing, because trees are really powerful and amazing individuals and amazing beings.
Right. Any more takers?
How's it coming, baby? Anything you can do. How did you get up there?
You want a ladder?
I climb trees too. If you see a tree that needs a climb, I'll go and have a look from up there.
Well, I thought they were a bit mad, tell you the truth. Climbing a tree?
One of these days I'll fall out and do my hip.
Well, each to their own.
You do realise I won't get down?
Why did they do that? What was the point? They got like a foot off the ground and then were like stuck. Julian, not my kind of person anyway.
Before you come down,
I
Helen...
don't know if I can get down, Connie, that's...
Helen!
Leave him up now.
Oh,
Come
You're
on.
barking up the wrong tree.
You've done it.
I'm watching my grandma. Up a tree, who's stuck.
Jump!
Oh,
There you go.
there you go.
Hey!
Hello, thank you.
Terrified.
Never let it be said there ain't life in the old girl.
I won't. Anyway, they've got a pace on, and soon they'll need refreshment. So what perfect picnic pick-me-up has Helen got hidden up her sleeve, or packed in her backpack?
Listen to them birds.
No. Oh, I sit in my garden. I love my birds.
Never mind birds, where's lunch?
So I expect you're wondering where your lunch is and the picnic is. And if by magic, we have the lovely Kay.
Special delivery.
Special delivery. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Taxi firm. For a living, I'm a taxi driver and absolutely love it. One of the best jobs I've ever had.
Helen, your name's on that one. That's the vegetarian one in the green. OK?
Lovely. Kay, you're a superstar.
Good.
It's great because you get to know these people, you get to know their lives, and I love that. Because to me, everybody's got a story to tell.
Helen's picnic will be marked by the other contestants. And with a £500 voucher and a golden walking stick at stake, they're not taking any prisoners.
My food hates is, boring traditional English cooking.
You're going into a place where you want to enjoy the sights and the sounds. The only thing that would spoil it is food.
I would mark people down for if it was like plain and boring.
You'll be fine, Helen.
Quiche. Cold quiche. Blech, it's like snot.
Not sure where you're getting your quiche, Rosie. But one thing is clear, the picnic is a gastronomic minefield. But Helen's got a secret weapon.
I'm going to get my mate Lorraine to come round.
Quiche, Lorraine.
And help me with the picnic, because she's far better cook than me. Hello, Lorraine.
Hello.
I'm in trouble. She's not going to be doing it. She's going to supervise me and point me in the right direction. Landscape, not up and down.
Oh. Now she tells me.
You'll never make a cameraman either. Two nice little tomatoes. Lid on. And that's what they call a wrap. What you've got in your bags, guys, is some wraps, some fruits, some peppers, obviously meat eaters. You've got chicken.
Well, Colin's tucking in. And Julian's doing his best.
It's all right. It's all right. Nothing spectacular. I thought we were going to get a kebab, but it wasn't a kebab. It was a wrap.
So the picnic was, I could think it could have been a little bit better.
Kind of could have been a bit more interesting.
Tough crowd. Helen's uninteresting picnic could cost her points.
You've also got in there a scone.
Scone.
Made by my own fair hands, I'll have you know. My scones are going to be amazing because they'll be done under the supervision of Lorraine, and she'll sort me out if I don't. She'll make me do them all again. I could be here forever.
Look at those. Impressive.
Oh, no. It's going to be the jam cream thing.
Does the cream go on before the jam?
Yes.
Or does the jam go on before the cream?
I would put the jam first, then the cream.
I think it's cream first, jam after.
And you wouldn't put on Marmite and then put butter on the top, would you? On a toast?
If you had a slice of toast,
No.
would you put the jam and then the butter?
You put the jam first.
The dairy first.
No.
And then the jam.
No.
Jam first.
No.
He doesn't want to do
Come
that.
on, Rosie.
Yeah, why people can argue that is beyond me.
And me. Helen's chosen this walk because it was one she did with her daughter, Katie, when she moved here 20 years ago.
So we used to go through the woods when the Jew was there and talk about the fairies and the goblins and all the magic that you do with your children. And Katie grew up looking and loving the sea. There's a big gap between my sons from my first marriage and Katie. This is my road gallery. As I say, I'm very, very proud of my family and my friends, because my friends are on here too. I had Katie later on in life. She was, as I say, she was my whoops. When I had the boys, I didn't enjoy their childhood as much. I love them dearly, you know, it was there. But with working and all the time and taking them off to childminders and nursery and what have you, you didn't spend time watching them grow up. And so, of course, when I had Katie, this was the last chance I had. And I was determined that I was going to enjoy her childhood. My friends and my family are my world. I'm blessed with family and friends. And during lockdown, Katie had a bit of a trial because she lost a baby. Broke my heart, well, broke me because I couldn't be with her. To watch my little girl going through that pain and I couldn't be... I'm going to cry. To watch my little girl go through that pain and I couldn't be there to stroke her hair and rub her back, it broke me. But then she came up with some excellent news and she's expecting another baby. And even better, it's due on my birthday. So, yeah, that's my lovely, lovely news.
She's been through some good times and bad times, but she shared some stuff with us today, and I found that quite nice.
The group has enjoyed getting to know Helen better, but her underwhelming picnic could cost her points. And time's running out. Has Helen got something else up her sleeve to boost her chances of hobbling off with that golden walking stick? From Heel Bay, they'll take a short stroll to the headland above before dropping back down to the bay where the walk ends.
I brought you all up here just to have a look at the beautiful view. As you can see, it's gorgeous. And I've got one question. Chaz, can you see the elephants?
I can't go through this again.
I can see the baby elephant. Can you see it?
I can
Rosie?
see the baby.
I can see the baby elephant.
Can you see the baby elephant? It's the other way around now. I'm trying to convince you.
The little
Colin,
elephant at the bottom, I know
I
it.
can see the elephant, the baby one.
The baby one?
He's down there.
Julian?
With a small trunk.
Yeah.
I can see meerkats.
I can see...
Yeah, of course you can, Julian.
Well, now you've had a look at the beautiful scenery, I've got one last surprise for you. So we're going back down the road to Heel Bay for my last surprise. Ooh, are you excited? You all ready to go?
Ecstatic.
I can see it. I try to look for the positive in everything, you know, and the older I've got, the more I've realised that it isn't about stuff. That's just stuff. It's more about enjoying what you've got and making the most of what you've got. You'll never guess what it is, will you, this surprise?
No.
Yeah. It's obviously kayaking. Let me introduce you to the lovely Vince.
Hi, guys.
Hello,
Vince.
Vince.
Nice to meet you all.
Good to meet you.
Welcome to Heel Bay.
Not everyone's keen to get in the water.
I can't remember the last time I swam, really. I think I can swim, but I'm not too keen. I don't mind getting my toes wet when I'm on the beach, but that's about it. That's my swimming ability.
Is everybody up for it? Julian, you up for it?
Damn straight.
Colin?
Yes, up for it.
Rosie?
Can't wait.
With a little bit. And Chaz?
I'll check the insurance.
I'm fuming that I'm in this wetsuit, if I'm honest. I just had to have Julian help me into it. So I'm devastated about that.
Nervously nervous, because I've never done kayaking before. So I'm just trying to think how bad it could go wrong.
I'm feeling quite exhausted. It's quite a thing, putting a wetsuit on.
The wetsuits have been a laugh trying to get into the wetsuit, so that's been an event in itself.
Becky, this is great.
You might need some water, Chaz.
I don't mind going in a boat where it's all right, it's solid, but I'm worried about when it's just you.
I just feel like I've pooed my pants, because it's, like, weird.
OK.
I'm just going to have to brave myself up, be a lion, deal with it. So, just for Helen, I'm making the ultimate sacrifice.
If someone pushes me in, I'll give them -10.
It's time to finish this walk on the water.
You all right there, Chaz? You're doing brilliant, mate. Brilliant.
You know what? I've just broke my kayaking virginity.
Jack of all trades, me. Master of none.
Oh, do you know, I've got to take this up again. I've forgotten how much I missed it, Cole. It don't get better. It don't get better.
Happy days! Tickety-roo!
The kayaking was it just blew me away. Absolutely, absolutely.
The soothing sway of the shimmering sea has seduced the weary walkers.
I whinged and whinged about wearing the wetsuit, but actually I really enjoyed it. It's so nice to be out on the water.
Helen took a big risk with the kayaking, but it seems to have paid off.
Just to send you on your way, I've got you a little bit of local rum called Pull the Pin, and it's made just up the road at Chivenna. Called Pull the Pin because guess what you do?
Pull the pin.
Pull the pin. Right, ladies first.
Helen's hoping a tot of rum will warm them to her walk and get her a higher mark.
I would have somewhat appreciated a bit more of a wilder walk, but that's fine. That's just my difference.
Picnic, I weren't hungry, and that's my main thing. I was full after it, and I loved the kayaking, and the shot was good afterwards as well, so.
We could have really done a little bit less in the town, and maybe, you know, made a little bit more towards the coast.
The walkers will now weigh up the food, views, activities, and the host's filter-free leadership skills to decide on an overall score out of 10. So has her walk the walkers wowed?
She absolutely hammered it home with the kayaking experience. That, to me, if it wasn't for that, if she'd have turned around and said, we're going to teach you how to make a pasty, she would have got a lower score. But for that reason, I'm going to score her an amazing 7.
The picnic was all right, but nothing like too amazing, but nothing wrong with it. And for that reason, I'm giving Helen a 7.
Okay, so today has been lovely, and today I'm going to give Helen a score of 8.
I'm giving Helen an 8.
And all I can say is Slange.
So first to go Helen has set the bar high with a score of 30 points out of 40 for her ultra-packed tour of Ilfracombe. But there are 4 more favourite hikes still to go this week. Can any of the others beat her to the prize? Next time, it's teaching assistant and tree botherer Julian's turn to host.
I hug trees often. I've hugged loads of the trees here.
But will his walk on Exmoor's wild side have them rolling in the aisles? Or rolling their eyes?
I wanted something sweet, and he gave me a leaf in a carrier bag.